Sports for Real with Coach Hall. The NBA playoffs, it's starting to heat up a little bit with some surprising results. Some well-known teams with some well-known players, they're about to be on the couch with me to watch the rest of the playoffs. The Lakers on life support. The Pelicans, if they're not already dead, they are close to being pronounced dead. Philadelphia, they're in trouble against the Knicks. And there are a couple other teams out there in deep, dire distress. And if they don't hurry up and get up off the canvas, it's going to be good night, Irene. The name of the game is Survive and Advance. And right now, the teams that really want it, they are showing that they want to do just that. And the other teams better get going fast. But this is the season for Survive and Advance. We already have the NCAA tournaments. Those games are over with. Now you have the NBA playoffs. And now here in Florida, the Florida Baseball District tournaments start today. They're going to go through Thursday. It's a great time of year because teams who had terrible seasons have the same record now as teams who had great seasons. So what am I saying? Everybody is 0-0. And if you're 0-25 and you can string together 7 or 8 wins, you'll be standing on the podium with a state championship trophy. How likely is it? Not likely, but it has happened before. Teams have made great runs. It happens every year. Sometimes they just run out of gas, but the fact that they have the opportunity to do so is great. I'm in the same position, but I'm going the other direction. I got a lot of injuries to deal with, and things is happening against my team at the wrong time. But that's okay. This is a year for building and putting things together and seeing what you got and who you're playing against. And tonight, that'll be exactly what's going to happen with me because I get a chance to see a team who's supposed to be one of the best in the state. So I'm looking forward to that. Wish I was 100%, but that's okay. We'll be back next year. Now, the other thing about Survive and Advance, unfortunately, wide receiver Tank Dell of the Houston Texans found himself in a situation where he just happened to survive through the skin of his teeth. By that I mean it was a nightclub down in Sanford, Florida that he was at, and a fight broke out, and then shots rang out. 10 people were shot, including Dell, but Dell had minor injuries. Now, if you know anything about Dell, he was the 3rd round pick of the Texans last year, and he started to come on, but he ended up breaking his leg, and that slowed down his meteoric rise as a rookie receiver. The injuries that he's got from this gunshot, we don't quite know yet how that's going to affect him, but it looks like it's not going to affect him very much. But the unfortunate part about it is we've seen these kind of things happen over and over again, and it's being reported that the person that did the shooting had nothing to do with the fight. So he just wanted to be somebody that just pull out a gun and start shooting, a 16-year-old kid. Luckily, they were able to tackle him and get the gun away from him before he can do much more damage. But the damage he did do, he's pretty much messed himself up because he's been hit with attempted murder charges, firing in public spaces. He's going to be looking at a lot of time behind bars. So he just pretty much messed himself up. And for what? But as far as Dell and other players like this, I mean, it's a question about what can you do? You're young, you want to go out and have some fun, and you want to hang out with people around your own age, and then something like this happens. But on the flip side of that, he should be focused on trying to get ready for the upcoming season. Yes, it's a couple months away, but they have these mini camps, and there's all kind of ways to stay focused. And being in a nightclub with a bunch of jitterbugs, by that I mean young people, can't do nothing but get you in more trouble. And hopefully he will learn from this particular situation and keep himself out of them situations. But then again, anywhere you go now, you can end up in a situation. So you can't really fault him for being there. But at the same time, maybe be smarter about the crowds he hangs around. And hopefully Mr. Dell is going to be all right so he can come back and pick up where he left off with his rookie season. Got a good quarterback. Houston seems to be on the rise. And Dell seems like he has the heart to try to go out and compete for a spot. So let's hurry up and get him back out there and keep him out of these bad situations. But this is just a little short recap of what's going on over the weekend, and this has been Sports for Real.